Hello everyone, welcome to PixelCast. I'm your current host for today, Patina's Adventures. Along with me is Meep. And we're going to be interviewing. So Meep, want to ask Bern the first question? So Meep, you have the first question to ask Bern.
If the tourneys were biased, who would you choose to win?
Oh god, that's a tough one. I feel like there are several that could have made it a lot farther than they did if I actually was biased. Oh my gosh, I feel like that's a really personal question.
Yeah, a lot of people will sense some hate, especially a certain one with Shadow Grapple.
Well, we don't even need to get into that now.
That's true.
But honestly, I don't really feel like I have just one choice for that answer. It's like I feel like I'd really be pissing off some other people if I said somebody over someone else.
It actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it does. Where people go, "Oh my God, Birdie doesn't like me at all."
Every angry YouTube comment ever.
Mike, now for my first question. How many tournaments do you plan to do before you decide to just up and stop making tournament videos?
That all depends on what kind of job I would get after I graduate from college, which I will be graduating this May, hopefully.
Ooh, nice.
I plan to do them for at least a few more, but eventually it's just going to get to be too much, and then it's going to sour on me, and then I'll just stop doing them one day.
If there is any ex-spriter, like for example Aquablade, would you, and said he was fine, if you could include anyone in the tournament, who would you include?
Oh, anybody that's ever been a spriter, or do they have to have been spriters at one point?
Anybody that's ever been a spriter, or just like a sprite of theirs.
Yeah, the Aquablade would definitely be interesting in the tournaments, just because he's probably the most renowned YouTube spriter, I would say. He's right up there with like the top pokey people in general. I feel like SSGX would be pretty cool in the tourney, except he's still active.
And the moves are like ridiculously powerful.
Well, we have Nerfbot for a reason.
Yes, I was the first victim of Nerfbot.
Well, the first publicized victim of the Nerfbot. Like, I've done some behind the scenes nerfing too. It's like, because it just needs to happen.
So, what about J. Cole? Would you also like him in too? He's a very old spriter.
Like, older than me, maybe?
Yeah, actually, he's older than Aquablade.
Oh god, that's all. I mean, but yeah, if you would want to, I'm all for it. I will never reject an entrant to the tourney.
Unless they have a move similar to Shadow Grapple.
If they have a move similar to Shadow Grapple, I'm going to tell them to change it completely. No more of this 3-turn nonsense. I don't mind 2 turns, but 3 turns is just bleh.
Okay. My next question is, if you were to have the most ideal moveset to enter the tournament, what moveset strategy would you most likely do?
Oh, shoot. I mean, looking at some of the people that have won the tourneys in the past, it's been a lot of really good strategies, especially in the last few tourneys. A lot of it's just raw power. Some of it's like defensive strategies. A lot of it's boosting, or in the case of Gawain, it's shield up and then kill.
And plus the counter attacks.
And also stalling.
Yeah. And of course, the funny thing about Gawain is his ability, Lucky Duck, only activated once in the first battle of the tourney. Never since. That was so weird.
Okay. I remember you actually mentioned before that Agat and I had actually... It was possible that we had actually fought in the play-in rounds, which would have also been hilarious dialogue of sense for him.
To be quite honest, though, I did the play-in rounds to this tournament so many times. I rearranged the matchup so many times because I was just like, okay, so-and-so matchup would happen, and then so-and-so wouldn't make it as far as I would have liked for them to go. In the end, that happened to some people, but it was bound to happen.
But hey, we finally managed to get the SK battle.
Yeah, the Battle of Walls.
Don't remind me.
That I tried to do a Photoshop thing for, and it absolutely failed.
Did they?
Like, basically I tried to do like a pixel thing in Photoshop. I've gotten as far as like 3 people.
Ah.
Like, basically it's paired to Battle of Gods poster.
Actually, that battle was funny to think about in one sense because you know how Umbi won SK's tourney?
How?
Well, just the fact that Umbi did win SK's tourney. He won because he went all Carestia Holosis Prelium Decessus on everything.
But still, is that move 100% flinch?
No, at least the way I've interpreted it, it starts off 100%, then decreases by 25% for each successful flinch.
It almost seems like it's 100% no matter what.
No, Humby got stupid lucky the second time against Baboon.
Almost like
he got 4 flinches in a row.
Almost like how I got super lucky against AA with Majestic Shield, because that thing has a chance to, it does have the lowering factor on accuracy.
This is true.
To all of you thinking that I had that thing set to 100% accuracy every time, you just heard it right here. It's not 100% accurate every time.
And plus, well, AA's tournament this time, well, we won't get into that for AA's sake.
If he ever wants to talk about it, we could just ask him for an interview.
To be honest, he probably doesn't care.
Yeah. Alright, Meep, you got one more question to give Burn?
It's the final question.
From Meep.
Yeah.
Which normal Pokemon that would be competitively viable to enter the tourney would you say has the best chance of winning?
Oh, you mean like which regular Pokemon in general, not just like normal type?
Like something that will be able to like enter that doesn't have the max space stats, like Mega Garchomp or something. That's good stats.
The best Pokemon to enter the tourney. Oh my gosh. There's a lot to choose from, but also have to keep in mind that there are a lot that do have over 600 stats. Shoot, Slacking has over 600. but then again, he's hindered horribly by Truants.
Unless there's a double team tourney you ever plan to do. Maybe that could be your final tournament, a double team tournament.
That would kill me. Honestly, if I had to think about like which Pokemon are the best in general, honestly, I think Mega Mawile would stand a good chance. Probably Mega Lucario if his base stats are under 600 under, I don't know for sure. I feel like they're probably not, but...
I'll go check.
To the internet!
Internet is fun. Well, Meep looked that up. I'll tell you my final question. If
Okay.
you were to would you ever do a tournament where we have our villains, aka characters that are pretty much our other characters, bad guys, compete against each other for top villain?
Dude, I'd be down for that, honestly. That sounds like a really interesting idea.
The fact sorry.
I mean, if it were to ever happen, then hey. I'm sure some people could come up with some villainous characters.
I already have two.
I already have one.
Coronaru and Shadowtina, though Shadowtina's about to die. Well, technically 3 if you count Queen Siren. Okay, so, any closing remarks, Burn?
Don't do stupid.
Sounds like a good plan.
Good idea. Okay, well, with that, this will end this PixelCast interview. Thank you again, Burn, for allowing us to interview.
Sure thing.
Alright. With that, well, we'll see you guys in the next podcast.